Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If today is your first time of seeing my beautiful face, you are welcome to my family, and I say thank you for always coming back to my returning subscribers. Thank you. So today we'll be discussing about domestic violence. Yes, domestic violence has become a norm in the society these days, but before we go deep into it, I want you to watch the video.
Because I thought you were different. So now you I don't like your family. Your sister. Yes, I'm here to support
the same sister.
And I'm always
the pastor told you that she was a witch.
Which pastor? Name pastor. Name that pastor. Which pastor told you my sisters?
The same sisters.
Which pastor? Name the pastor. You are a pastor. You. Oh. You don't know whether you are or not. You are a pastor, my friend. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you up. We didn't come here for you. We did not come here for you. Don't let me hurt you. Leave. We didn't come here for you. We came to get something.
Can I promise you something?
Promise me.
If I don't kill your sister, then me, I am sick.
So I hope you enjoyed that little clip. I know many of you have seen that video. Yes, many of you have seen it. But today I want to be bringing out some things from that video and how it affects our society these days. First of all, for those of you who have not seen it, which I know many of you have seen, but for those of you who have not seen it, that video is telling us a story about a man, a pastor, who allegedly killed his wife. The tall black man there, the slim one, is a pastor who killed his beautiful wife. So they've been for me, they've been having issues. Yes, because the man did not just wake up in the morning to kill the woman. So they've been having issues. So what you watched there was a threat. The first thing he made, he said a man of God, the pastor, told him that the wife is a witch. Then the second one is that he promised, he said, if I don't kill your sister, that means I'm fake. Meaning that if he doesn't kill the wife, that means he's a fake pastor. So for people not to see him as a fake pastor, he decided to kill the wife. This is just the story. Shot his wife 7 good times. So this is the story. Now, let's talk about the meaning of domestic violence. Domestic violence is a violence or other abuse in a domestic setting, such as marriage, relationship, or cohabitation. Now, let's talk about the signs of a violent person. I see this kind of people, I'm very careful of how I associate with them. Number one is lack of hot temper management. Number two, they threaten to do one thing or the other to you. Yes, bad thing or the other, bad thing to you. Then number three, the way they respond to topics about domestic violence, topics about violence, they know that this person is likely to do it one day. Yeah, just know it may not be today, but know that this person is likely to do it. You want to know that domestic violence does not affect only the women. Yes, it affects the men too. Because there are some men that if their wife catch them, pin them for here, oh my God, you will feel pity for that man. Yes, there are some men that their wife beats them. Not only women that are victims of domestic violence. Even as I'm talking to you right now, one husband or one wife is there, pinching as in pumping, pouncing on the wife. Yes, even as you are sitting down there watching me, somebody is there beating his wife or her husband. So, domestic violence is so rampant. I mean, for the victims, never you take threats for granted. Yes, You see someone, your husband or wife, threaten you that I will do this to you, and you are there. That's why they talk. He not go do me anything. He love me too much. He won't hurt me. He won't do this. My dear, one day that threat, he will carry it out. For example, he will tell you, I will slap you. Just believe it that one day that slap will land on your face. So if someone threatens you, if your abuser threatens to do something to you and you don't want to leave, I don't know why, but you don't want to leave, kindly report the issue. Like what happened to this woman now? The threat was made, and the brother was even there, let's call the police. And the woman was like, no, leave him. Don't call. Don't call. And now she's dead. Now that she's dead, the video is coming out. Why didn't this video come out before? It would have saved that woman's life. It would have saved her life. So never you take threat for granted. Never. Anyone who takes threat for granted and say in her mind that na jokey day, not go fit do anything, my dear, you are the joker. That is the truth. You are the joker. Because someone threatens you and you are saying na jokey day, you are the joker, my dear. You are a big joker. Number 2 that I have for the woman: stop loving with your heart alone. Before I got married, I asked someone a question, a few things about relationship, love, and all that, and he was just giving me tips, and he told me, never love with only your heart. Love with 2 things, which is your head and your heart. And that word kept me going. Yes, that word, people may say, what does it mean? Yes, that word kept me going, because you love with your heart. You are blindly in love. You don't think about anything else. You don't see the fault of this person. You don't see, even when this person is doing something wrong, you say, I love him like that. That's so it be. But when you love with your heart and your head, your heart is leading you, you're saying, yes, you love this person, but your brain is still intact to know that this person, what this person is doing at a particular time is wrong. So you have to think right. Stop loving with just your heart. Stop myself. Why go into marriage with someone who you know is a violent person? Even if that person, when you were dating, that person has never slapped you, but you see him, the way he treats people, the way he treats people outside, like the gate man, or if you don't have a gate man, the way he treats other people outside, what makes you think that you will be different? Yes, if he cannot respect other people's feelings and treat them anyhow, what makes you think that he will respect you because you are his wife or because you are her husband? My dear, anybody who treats other human as you treat other human as nothing, my dear, you at home, he will do worse to you, because he sees you every day, so he will do worse to you. And another problem I have with people, they will say, it go change, when we marry, it go change. But dear, he will not change. She will not change. He will not change. If you want to change that person then that you are dating. If you cannot change that person then you are dating, then you cannot change that person when you are married. Because when you are married, different character begin to come up. That is when you hear somebody will get married, 3 months they divorce, 1 month they divorce. This is because when they got married, they started saying things they were not saying before. They started saying things they were not, and they couldn't bear it. They just have to leave. Yes. So if you are having in mind that you will change this person when you get married, my dear, you cannot change the person. You start keeping now only one slap now only one, now only you know they do them before. This one are the first time when they do them, you know they do them before. This one are the first time. From that first time it will enter second, from second it will enter third, and it will keep increasing. It will keep increasing. This is just it. It will keep increasing. Nothing on earth is enough to kill your partner. If you are tired, take a walk. Once domestic violence comes in, take a walk. There is no two way about it. Once it comes in, take a walk. Take a walk. And I keep asking myself, where is the love? As in, where is the first love? You see this person, you approach this person, you started to love this person, and you decide to get married to this person, saying this is your flesh, your bone of your bone, flesh of your flesh. And at the end of the day, you just start hitting the person, start beating the person, start seeing the person like an animal. And I keep asking, where is the first love? What went wrong? What went wrong? You, the victim, feels it more than the abuser, because you are the one collecting the slap, you are the one collecting the punches, you are the one collecting all the heat and everything. The person, that the abuser, does not feel anything. So that is why he feels, or she feels, that it is right to do it. Because when you, the victim, start to complain, then he will know that, or she will know that, yes, or you go to the extreme to report, then he will definitely know that what he did was wrong. Let me tell you something. You see that video over there. You see that video over there. Now, the anger, the reason why, for me, the reason why that man went to that extent to threaten the woman and kill that woman, the reason why he killed that woman was because, for me, he was angry. Yes. Do you know why he was angry? He was angry that this woman, I always beat her. Yes, I subdue her, I beat her. But today, he wanted to do it, or he did it already, and the brother of the girl came in and dealt with him. So he was like, so you have the mind to come and fight me in my own house? Yes, this was another thing that triggered the anger, and it's like, okay, I will deal with your family. That was why he went to that extreme. Yes, that was why he went to that extreme. He was angry. He was bitter that the brother had to come to his own house to beat him. I'm sorry I did not show you the full video. I just cut it out for you to just see the thread, what I'm trying to say, because I know most of you have watched it. But the brother-in-law subdued him, pinned him to the ground, and that was where the anger started. Imagine when the abuser becomes the abuse. Yes, they feel it. They will feel it. They will say, okay, no wonder this person in the vessel, this thing. They will take it as if you've done the worst thing to them. Whereas they've been doing it to somebody, they've been doing it to their wife, to their partner. I heard the story. The story was that a lady, the husband has been beating her. So one day she got angry and took a knife. She got angry and took a knife. Do you know what the man did? When the man saw that the woman took that knife, the man quickly took his phone and called her friend, the wife's friend, and told her, hey, your friend don't carry knife, oh, please talk to her, I'll talk to her. And could you believe that since then, the man never raised his hand on the wife again? I heard that they are still living together. Yes, the man never raised his hand again. Do you know what that means? That means that at that moment, the man felt like the abused. He felt it because why? The wife now holding that knife alone is now on top. He's now low. That's why you see armed robbers now. For example, you see armed robbers, they will kill, they will just shoot back. Even when you are begging them, they will just shoot you, take your money, do all that thing. But when you point the gun at them, they will start begging for their life. They will start begging. This is because right now they have become the abused. They have become the abused. So when the abuser becomes the abused, hey, things will change. But I'm not saying that because you're having problem, or your husband is beating, or your partner is punching you, you should turn and carry a knife. That is not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that you, the victim, feels the pain more than the abuse. They don't feel anything. So that is why it's easy for them to come and tell you, I'm sorry. It's easy for them to, I see them in a Nigerian movie where they will buy flower, buy car for the wife to apologize. And then the wife will still accept. This is because they see nothing wrong in it. They see it as a normal thing because you swallow it. Let me end my video here by saying, say no to domestic violence.